Okay, I'm having trouble again. I don't have a chat box. This is so weird. If you see this, just know that I'm turning it off and trying to start over again. I don't know what's going on. Let me try one thing real quick. Well, now it's going to work. Okay. All right. I guess I'm good. I thought I was going to have to end this stream and try and start another one, but it's working. Hi, Mina. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here tonight. I'm going to play a little bit with watercolor first because I have these mermaids that I want to paint to go in the journal. And so I'm going to work on those a little bit and then just play a little bit. I had a couple of ideas that I wanted to play with. One of them is watercoloring with coffee. Just see if it'll make enough color to make some kind of painting. And the other one, my daughter said, just use the coffee as to wet down your background and then add in your other stuff. So we'll see. Well, thank you, Mina. It was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun. And it turned out like it was in my head, which doesn't happen to me very often. So I was happy. Hi, Patricia. I'm glad you're here. I didn't go in and put it anywhere on Facebook. I probably should do that. Except I'm not getting mine just says YouTube webcam. So it doesn't show the link that I could put in Facebook. Hi, Mary. Could you go and put a link in mine and Tanya's and Becky's and maybe Jerry's group for me saying that I'm live? Yeah, that's happening more and more lately. I'm having to hunt everybody down. Thank you, Mary. I even at Tanya's live stream on Sunday, even when I went to her channel, I had to refresh several times before it would even tell me that there was a live stream going on, even on her channel. So really weird. It's like they don't really want us doing this anymore or something. But we're going to persevere. One of the things that Laurie sent me for this journal was a couple of dies to make die cuts. This is one of them. This is the other one. And I cut those both out of watercolor paper. I cut these out of jelly print paper. And so I'm thinking about combining this with this. Hi, Linda. It's good to see you. Hi, Mitz. I'm glad you're here. Anyway, so my plan is to watercolor the human parts of her and then glue the this part, on her hair and her fins and everything on top of that and see how that'll turn out. And I was planning to do that with this one too, but my daughter said she thought I should just try to watercolor it. So we're going to try it, but you're wanting Laurie's journal? Is that what you mean, Patricia? What is it that you're wanting more every day? I put some watercolor, just stuck a watercolor pad behind it to watch. Oh, okay. Well, good. Well, I'm glad you enjoy watching. I put some watercolor paper behind these, which makes it hard for you to see them. But then if the watercolor gets on here, can be the beginning of a background or something. So I'm gonna just play a little bit here and see what happens. I want to do some tried to soak these down and make them, you know, get them started, but this is one of those days that hasn't gone very happy. I had to take my car back in to the shop again, and I'm getting really, really tired of that. If I'm not satisfied this time, I'm just gonna quit taking it to this place and take it to the another guy I know that's worked on our other cars. While I had it in a while it was in warranty, I kind of had to take it here. But hi, Dawn. I'm glad you're here. I know. I don't know what's going on, Dawn. I had that same problem with Tanya on Sunday. She didn't come up for me at all. I had to go to even in her channel, it didn't come up. And I had to go in and refresh her at her channel several times before I could get it to come up. So I don't know. It's like they kind of are trying to encourage us to quit doing this or something. I don't know. I'm beginning to feel a little persecuted. The YouTube persecution. Hi, Becky. I'm glad you're here. I'm playing with some watercolor on some little mermaids for the journal. I cut these with a die out of watercolor paper, and this one I'm just going to try to paint. I'm not a great painter, so who knows what it's going to end up looking like, but Hannah told me to try it, so I'm going to. This one I'm going to paint the flesh tones, and then I'm going to come back in and glue on pieces of this to finish it off. So that's my plan at the moment. And that's still kind of dark. Let me see if we can add a little bit of this to it and tone it down a little bit. I don't know if it's going to work. I don't. Okay, let's just give it a shot here. I'm not good at painting and talking. Not that good at painting, but I'm really bad when it comes to painting and talking. Anyway, I'm supposed to take my son on a trip to Lubbock on Friday, and with my car in the shop, I'm not sure how that's going to work out. And so that's a little, I'm feeling a little stressed by that because I don't want to disappoint him. They gave me a car that that I could drive, but last time my car was in the shop, they gave me a huge, big 4-door pickup truck that I had to climb up in, and it was fun to drive, but I hated parking it. This time, if that was Moby Dick, they gave me a Guppy this time. It's this tiny, tiny little Chevrolet. I don't know what it is, but I know it gets 32 miles to the gallon. So it's got some kind of a leak. The same thing I've been taking it in for 3 months. And every time they do one thing and tell me it's fixed, and of course now the warranty's over, so they'll probably find some real big problem today. But they haven't called me back yet and told me anything. But that's kind of negative thinking. I'm sorry. I'm feeling kind of pessimistic where this place is concerned right now. Okay, I like that better than this. This looks like she's either had a went got a bad fake tan um or something. I don't know if we can tone this down a little bit over here or not. Well, she's a mermaid. Who knows what she looks like? You know, she can look like anything. Mm. All right, let's dab it off and see if that helped you. Oh dear, looks even worse. Okay, let's go in and see if we can smooth her out a little bit here. Yeah, well, I need to just go back to the one that I always use, and I will if they tell me this isn't covered under the fact that they just still haven't fixed what I've been taking it in there for 3 months for. Then I'm definitely taking it somewhere else to get it fixed, which will only delay getting it fixed because then I'll have to take it to somebody else. But I'm kind of fed up at this point. I'm trying to just play with her a little bit here. Yeah, well, I'm giving them this one more chance to see if they've got any integrity at all, and then I will definitely go somewhere else. But okay, I'm gonna let her sit a little, and I think I'm probably gonna do some with ink, except for her mouth. I may use some watercolor on her mouth. I'll do some ink on this one, but those are gonna need to dry a little bit before I can do anything else, or it's just gonna all mix. Hi, Janet. I'm glad you're here. I'm playing with painting some mermaids. Okay. Now then, I also want to try this idea that I had to paint something, some kind of scene or something with just coffee. So here's my coffee. Let's see what it's gonna do. Try to. It may not be strong enough coffee to do what I was thinking. I guess y'all can see it a little bit. Got me some coffee mountains here. And my paper's buckling. I probably should have tried to do something with a little more detail. Now that I think about it, if I'm going to do it all in coffee, I should have probably, well, maybe I can make some trees come forward a little bit. I just thought it might be fun to do a monotone But I may have to get it too wet to have that work. As you can see, it's buckling really bad. Probably should have taped this paper down. I did tape the other paper that I knew I was going to do a wash on. But I didn't tape this one. And I've got a couple of kids who are having get I think it's sinus what they're dealing with, but they both got sore throat. And Ethan was running fever Friday and Saturday. Hannah hasn't run fever yet, but she's got the same sore throat headache thing that he has. But she's like me, she runs a low temperature. So if she even has a normal temperature, she's got fever. So it doesn't, things don't always present the same, you know, in different people. But so far this looks like a whole lot of nothing, doesn't it? The journal, the mermaid journal, is for Laurie Richard. She posted, I think it was on Aunt Becky's in Aunt Becky's group, that she was wondering if there was somebody who wanted to do a collaboration with her where she would send you a bunch of mermaid stuff, enough for her a journal and you a journal. And then if you would make a journal for her, then you could, you know, make yourself one too. And then when we were talking about it, she said she'd be glad to, you know, if I wanted to do the same, she'd be glad to make me a journal. So I sent her stuff that was kind of a vintage theme. And she sent me mermaid stuff. And so so it's kind of a collaboration thing. But it's so far it's been really fun because I probably never would have made a mermaid journal if I hadn't had this going on. So it's been fun. I'm gonna dry a little bit here. And this isn't even for that journal. This is just for play. Oh my goodness. What is going on? That is weird. My camera is not supposed to be on autofocus. And I don't know how to go in at this point and change that. I never do it on autofocus. That's really weird. Sorry. If it keeps doing this, we may have a very short stream tonight because I can't deal with that. And I know y'all don't need to have to watch it either. Mm. Oh yeah, I think a little girl probably would be really excited by it. And I may take the stuff that she's given me, you know, and make a journal for I've got several friends with granddaughters, and I thought it might be fun to make a journal, another mermaid journal for them. I probably won't go as elaborate with those as I am with hers, because hers is as much for the challenge for me is the thing, plus making something cool for her. But I don't know if I'll do anything, you know, if I would do something that I don't think this is going to work, because I mean, it might if I had, you know, a long time. to mess with it, and I could dry it in between each layer, then it might work. Right now it's just making pretty coffee dyed papers. So I think what I'm going to do is just go ahead and put a wash on it, and then I'm going to set it aside and we'll work on one that's taped down, and maybe it won't buckle like this so bad. This is not expensive paper. I don't buy expensive watercolor paper because I'm not that great of a watercolorer. My daughter has some really nice paper, but she's much better at watercolor than I am. So, okay, let's just get this out of here because it's just a hassle. A big girl would be, that's right. A big girl would be thrilled too. And I want to make it something that's, different ages can enjoy. Okay. Now I'm going to do what Hannah and I talked about, and I'm just going to put a wash over this that's with the coffee. And then I will probably have to dry it so that I can make something sort of resembling some kind of painting on top of it, because like I said, I'm not a watercolor artist. I just like to play with them, and that's what I'm doing today at night. It's just playing with them. It's been one of those days where you just want to play or go to bed, one or the other. So no fancy arts happening here tonight. I'm just going to play. Oh, had some paint on my finger. Okay. Well, it is definitely buckling. You didn't have a productive day either, Linda? I'm sorry. It doesn't feel good when you're not productive. At least it doesn't feel good to me, but I definitely had a non-productive day today, and I feel that way too much. And so now I'm having not only a non-productive day, but a messy one. Hi, Alina. I'm not sure which it is. Okay. I wanted to try just kind of some kind of landscapey thing with this kind of as my background. Now the paper's all buckledy, which will make it even harder to paint something good on it. So trying to decide if I should do another layer of that or not. You like my mess? Good. I'm glad. I'm glad. Oh, I'm gonna start with some ground here. And we'll just make a I'm just going to kind of put this on and let it do what it wants to. Um, Elena. Okay, thank you so much. That's my first instinct, so maybe I'll be able to do a good job with it. Oh, I'm just splattering paint everywhere. Haven't decided if this is faraway trees or grass. I want to put a big tree up here. Um, so this may end up being grass. Okay. Now I have oh dear. I think I want to put a few of these pigments up here to make my leaves, and I don't want a bunch because I want to put several colors, and I don't want it to become a mess. Okay. It's hard to know. It seems like you didn't do anything and then it ends up being too much. So, all right, let's stop there with that color. Even though you can't tell I did anything, can you? Oh. And here's some ginger peach. We'll put just a little bit of it. These are primary elements, art pigments. Let's see. I'm just going to put a hint of this purple too. I know we'll just pretend like it's a fruit tree. Woo! That was more than I wanted. Okay, I may have ruined it right there. And I know it didn't look like I did much, but I promise you it's going to become a bunch. Didn't get much green in there, did I? Let's add a little more green. Thanks, Tanya. They are. They're beautiful. They're beautiful pigments. Now I'm going to have to add a little bit more water to. So this is going to, may not be a tree after all. Oh dear, maybe a tree and some bushes. Hmm. The biggest problem with this is now it's very, very wet. And if I blot it, it will take the color and the shimmer off. But I can't draw in any trees or anything until I mean this the trunk and the stuff. Um oh goodness, Tanya. Is he at home? Oh, that month is gonna seem forever. When you're used to running and doing as much as he does, that's gonna be hard. Well, I'm glad he's at least at home. That helps a little bit. When you're in the hospital, you don't get any rest. I'm gonna pull up some of that. And a little bit here. I'm tempted to actually pull up more there and see if I can stick a trunk in there. This is going to have to be some fantasy land. Oh yeah. Yeah. It's horrible for the person who's in the hospital and for the person who has to be there with them because you don't dare leave them alone. Um, at least in my family, we don't leave people alone. We always stay with them because you never know. I've been there at times when I had to do things the nurses were supposed to do because um, they're just run so ragged and so thin they cannot give people the kind of care that they would like to. I know some great nurses and they work very hard, but they just can't be there every minute. You're safest when you're in ICU because they have to be there every minute. But once you get out of there, then it's a lot harder. Okay, I'm going to dry this a little bit and see if we can. Okay. Now I'm trying to decide if I want to draw in or paint in my tree trunks. I'm going to try to paint them in, and then if that goes badly, we'll rethink it. You see a giant bird? Is this his head right here? And then the plume goes back like that. I can see it in the green in the upper left. Yeah. There's a lot of. It looks really interesting from your perspective, straight down at it. From my perspective, at an angle, it doesn't look nearly as interesting. Um, but we're gonna play with it, and I'm gonna use. I think I'm gonna use some of this. It's gonna be very reddish brown. Okay, but let's see if we can. We're gonna try in some. I'm not. Quite sure what All right, I'm going to take this and let it be a branch. I think I want it a little darker than that, something that's not quite so red. See if we can add some of this into it. I may add in a little bit of blue too to make it even darker. That's not as pretty a color, but we're going to go with it anyway. Let's see. You can. Yeah, I like the. Um, I think it's going to be good. I'm just going to get some more branches in here. I can't tell right now if it's I want some more branch to kind of peek out here. All righty, let's. I don't know. It's pretty obvious I don't know what I'm doing. I keep thinking somebody else could make this look really pretty. Okay, I'm going to try to bring a few branches from down here. I know y'all are probably getting bored to death here. Might have been better to ink these branches. It looks like a tulip tree. That works for me. It's our own world. We can make it a tulip tree. Is there such a thing as a tulip tree? I don't know. I'm glad you're not bored, Mina. Thank you, Elena. I feel like it needs something more, though. It needs some more color here. So let's see. Let's see what we can find to add a little more color in. How about some of this over here? Hmm. Let's put in some. A little bit more pink up here. Probably add a little more green too. Hi, Ruby. It's good to see you. Okay, I'm going to add a little more green in. Oh, wow, that was probably more than. I don't know if that helped or made things worse. It was fun though. Hi, Beth. As you can see, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just playing. I feel like it needs something, some kind of sky up there. But I don't want to have my sky bleed into my tree. Okay, let me. Excuse me. Good grief. Sorry. I feel like I need a little something over here. Does it need a little something over here, or do I just need to forget that? Dry it. Okay. Patricia says wait and let it dry, and Sharon says dry it. So we'll see what will happen if I try to dry it. Embrace the white. Oh, Janet, you know I have a hard time doing that. Oh, more in the foreground. That's kind of what I'm thinking too. It needs something up here. Um, so what should we put in the foreground? We could put in some green stems and some flowers. Yeah, but what do you want to put there, Tanya? A basket, Beth says. Ooh, like a picnic? Hmm. A little rock. A little rock is a good idea too. And let's see what we can do. How little? A basket on a rock. Okay. All right. Let's see what we can do about this. Trying to see what color would make a good rock. We want it to show up. Flowers, butterflies, bunny, pot of flowers. Oh, yeah. All kinds of stuff. A park bench. Oh, but y'all are acting like I'm an artist and I can draw or paint those things. Let me try. I'm going to go with the rock idea. Hi, Adidol. It's good to see you. Let's see. I'm trying to decide where do we want our rock to be. Hmm. It's probably too big of a rock. But if I'm going to set a basket on it, it's going to have to be a decent size. Let's see if we can get it to add some silver, make it look more rock-like. Yeah, I like rocks look like silver, but gray kind of helps the rockiness. Hi, Susan. Okay, I'm going to dry a little bit and then we'll add a little more color to our rock. A fence would be nice. Y'all are just full of great ideas. It still looks too green. I'm trying to get rid of the green. Let's see if I can maybe pull up some of it. Is that beginning to look a little more like a rock? I'm sitting here thinking, can I draw a basket? I'm going to have to draw a basket in. I'm not going to be able to paint one in. That's true. What I see is not what you see. That's true, because it looks different to me when I look on the screen than it does right here. So, um, okay. I'm going to leave that be for a minute, and I'm going to dry it. And now it'll be a pond. We could make it a pond. Well, I think I like the pond idea better. But if I'm going to do that, I want a little bit of blue because that is really, really silvery. So let's take a little bit of this blue. It's a interference kind of blue, so I don't know how it'll look on here. Okay, that looks more pondy, doesn't it? Yeah, you're right, Susan. I would need it to be more jaggedy to be a rock, and I'm not very good with jaggedy. But I've already added blue now, so we're gonna have to make it a pond now. Okay. Now let's get a smaller brush and see if I can. I have a little one. Where is it? Here we go. Let's do a really little one. Put a frog on it. Okay, now I only have one green in these, and I'm not sure how that'll look if I just use that green, but maybe if it's strong enough. Ooh, got that one kind of. Well, I guess that's closer, more even in the foreground than the other one. So we're going to let it go ahead and be bigger. I haven't ever tried to do this before, so I'm surprised they're looking anything like grass at all. Ooh, that one's supposed to be the granddaddy rush because it's really big compared to the other ones. Okay, put a couple in the water. All righty. Do one down here. Okay. Oh, a boat. Boy, y'all are really expecting a lot out of me. Okay, let's see. See if we can put a little. Trying to think what a. I'm not sure I could do a boat. That's good. Janet says, "Stop, Lisa, before you mess it up." She knows I can't do a boat. Okay, Janet, I'm going to take your advice. Oh, oh, dear. Okay, somebody said a cloud, and I think a cloud would be good, but if I do a cloud, I'm trying to think of what I would use to make a cloud. How about some of this? I'm going to have to go get a painting that my daughter did today. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to add a little, just a tiniest touch of blue in it to make it even show up. I was gonna, I was thinking about going to get this painting that my daughter did today and show y'all. The clouds is what made me think of it. Grayish at the bottom in swoops. Okay. I hope I'm not gonna mess this up now. I think I may have kind of overdone that. And the cloud needs a friend. Y'all are so demanding. Okay, we'll make a friend cloud over here. Dab, 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 dab. Okay. Which one? Both of them? Like that? I think that's much better. But this friend disappeared when I did that. So let's add just a touch of blue to him. All right, let's do some. Okay, a path. Okay, why not? So, do we want our path to come right in here? From here? From the valley curved to the pond, like that. Okay. So let's find some path here. Not sure this is even gonna show up. Let's see. Okay. I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Bigger curve. Ah, Tanya, I don't know how to do a bigger curve. Oh, goodness gracious. I'm afraid if I try to make a bigger curve, I'm just going to mess it up even worse. Oh, you like it now? Okay, good. Okay, let's see if we can add a little bit of this into it. Okay. I'm gonna I think my tree is kind of Good night, Tanya. I hope that you and Jeff both get a good night's sleep and tomorrow is a better day. Okay, y'all. I think I'm going to leave it alone at this point because I think it's as good as I'm going to do. Oh, goodness. I'm going to put these up and get them out of the way, and we're going to go ahead and do a pick 10. Thank you, Tanya. It was fun. I had a good time. Put my coffee up. I'll dye some papers tomorrow with the rest of that. Okay. There's a napkin just in case I need it. Yes, Susan, I do, but not as much. Not as much. It's worse when I talk. It's been that way for 30 years. Just about had every test they can do. And nobody finds anything that they can do to help me. So they all say that it's annoying, but not dangerous, I guess is the right word. Not something that's going to kill me. I think is what one guy said. You're not going to die from this. It's just going to annoy you for the rest of your life. That's kind of how he put it. And that's kind of how it's been. Good night, Ruby. Okay. Let's put this back over here where I usually have it. Now I'm going to just do mine on the back of this one that we did a few weeks ago. I should have dated these, but I didn't. So I don't know when we did it. A few weeks ago. And we're just going to do the sticks because they're easy and it's been a long day. All right, who else is going to play along tonight? Beth? Becky? Oh, that's okay, Adidal. I don't get to play very often in Becky's stream either, but I enjoy watching. I don't mind if you don't play. I just want to know who is going to play so I don't run off and leave people. Mary. I need to put a cough drop in my mouth, but I'm still drinking my chai tea, and a cough drop will make it taste bad. So just Beth and Becky and Mary are the only ones playing tonight? Maybe everybody else is as tired as I am. Well, that's okay. We'll just do it with Beth and Becky and Mary and me. We'll be the four amigos. Yeah, you can do it tomorrow. That'll be fine. All right, we're going to start with number 1. Okay, Linda. It says use gray. That's very boring. Use gray, but I guess it could be gray anything. Trying to think of what I even have that's gray. Silver. Yes, Beth, I agree with you. Silver is shiny gray, so we're going to use it. White and black. White and black. That would work too. I'm going to do the silver thing, though, because that sounds like more fun to me. All right, let me find some silver paint because I know I have some, and I'm just going to paint over this with that. I have gray paint too, for that matter, but silver will be more fun. Okay. Okay. And I'm not sure yet how solid I'm going to make this, but yeah, I'm liking it. Except that it's making my page bow up. Okay. Let's just all right. We're gonna have to dry that, or it'll be too bubbly to play on. Oh, I need that water back. Okay. Yeah, it does. Silver makes it look nice. Okay, Becky's ready. Mary's ready. Linda's ready. And there's my dog. Let me let him in. Come on, buddy. No, go back up there. Lay down by the door. It's the only safe place. Lay down. And Beth's ready. Everybody's ready. Okay. Let's find Cubby. That's not where I want you. Go back up there. Stay up there. Lay down. Okay. Cubby, yeah. They're talking to you, Cubby. Are you dance for him? Are you dancing for him, huh? Yeah. Okay, come here. Let me show you. Come here. Let's see if they can see. Well, there he is. Okay. And his debut. Now I've got it messed up. Tap dancing. Yes, he's a good tap dancer. All right. Did I pull another one? I did. Okay. So I know I pulled another one. The next one says use sequin waste as a stencil. So you can use, if you don't have sequin waste, you can use some other kind of stencil. You can use this. I think Janet sent me this. It's drywall tape. That works good as a stencil, and it's a lot like sequin waste. I'm trying to. Here's some ribbon that would work kind of like sequin waste. Here's another ribbon that's very, very teeny tiny, but it's like sequin waste. Now I'm trying to find my real sequin waste. I know I have some. Now that I've shown you other things you can use instead. Here we go. This is sequin waste here. That one's flatter. I'll use it. Okay. And I think I'm going to use all of these just for kicks. Just for kicks. I'm going to use them all. Hi, Bootsy. I'm glad you're here. Roy. Do you want me to call you Roy or Bootsy? I don't care. Oh, vegetate. Yes. That's fine. You just do that. Just relax. Either one's good. Okay. Well, I'll probably interchange them. Okay. Let's see. What color am I going to put on here? What goes good with silver? I think I like blue and silver. So let's get some blues. We'll use some different blues. I have 3 different blues and 3 different, no, I have 4 different ones of those. So let's see. Let me find another blue. Okay, here's another one. These 3 are all matte. And this one is one of those color shift paints that I bought, but I've never used because I was probably waiting for some fantastic project, you know. And since I don't have anything like that planned at the moment, I'm going to go ahead and use it. If I can get it open. Blue or purple? Let's see. Coral would look pretty too. But I think I'm gonna do blues and greens are my favorite colors, so I'm gonna use blue. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. Let me get a palette thingy. A palette thingy. All right, let's put this over here. Just going to put a little bit of it, of each one. The only thing I don't like about these is that you kind of have to take them out with a with something, because they don't pour out very easily. Maybe a tad. I think you're going to survive.
I know. I just took my temperature and I thought I read it wrong, so I wanted to.
Yeah. No, I think you're good. It's my daughter worrying she's got fever. She wants to be well by Thursday because that's when she goes to a couple of classes. And she doesn't want to miss because makeup's no fun. All right. I'm pretty proud of myself for not getting out a humongous amount of paint. Usually it ends up, of course, this may end up being way too much too, but usually it ends up being a ridiculous amount. So, and now some sponges. I was watching, I think it was even an old video of Lindsay the Frugal Crafters today, and she was using inks and she was made daubers out of these sponges. And they were so cute. And I was thinking, how did she do that? And she had taken, like, I think they were the pawns from a glass chess set that had holes in the bottom, and folded this up and stuffed it down in there. It was really cool. She takes American history and American literature at it all. It's a little school called Tandem, and they we homeschool, and so she goes there one day a week, and then she does the rest of her, she does all the rest of the work at home. So this is the first time she's done anything like that. We've done co-ops and things, but this is the first time she's done something like this. But I figured it would help her get ready for college to go in, once a week to a class, and then come, home and do all the rest of the work. So she's enjoying it. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's not where kids need to be. Of course, if you have to be there, sometimes it's hard to do anything else other than have them with you. But if they don't have to be, it'd be better for them to not be. Okay. I'm just gonna do these in order of size. Each one with a little bit darker paint, except the last one's not going to be darker. It's going to be that interference or color shift, or whatever it's called. Color shift, I guess. Okay. Now let's see how this one works with this teeny tiny one. And I'm going to put it kind of on top of some of these others, because it's not going to show up as much unless it's on top of something else, I don't think. Well, you can barely see that one. But it's fun. Okay. Hi, Sharon. How are you doing? February 21st, Mary and Linda McAllister and Becky are doing a hangout at 10 a.m. Eastern using up old projects. Oh, how fun is that? 10, what day is the 21st? What day is the 21st, Becky? I hope it's a day I can come. Now I'm going to do a little bit of these other colors with this little one. It's a Thursday. Well, shoot. I'll just have to go back and watch it because that's the day Hannah goes to Tandem, and I pay for one of her classes by helping out at the school. So when she's there, I'm there. I hope y'all have a blast. You're going to. I just know it. All right, I'm going to do a little bit more with this one because I think it's fun to do this little bitty one where there's empty spots. Okay, let's. All right, I've had enough fun. That was fun. I enjoyed that. I hope y'all had fun with your sequin waist as much as I did. Okay, I'm gonna draw this a little bit. One of you want to pop Linda McAllister's channel into the chat so people can find it? That would be good. That way they'll have it. They can go ahead and subscribe now and be ready. Okay. Thank you, Janet. And thank you, Becky, for putting that link in there. It's just so much easier when of course, I say that, and then I don't get I don't get notifications half the time. So it would be so much nicer if if you could get notifications for things. Okay. Mary, is that you saying you're ready? Okay, Mary's ready. I'm assuming that's what that means. And Beth's ready. Becky's ready. Ooh, drop my lid here. I'm trying to clean a little bit of this off my hands. I know Linda said not to wait on her, but we're going to wait a couple more seconds before we move on, even though she told us we didn't have to wait on her. Give me time to clean my hands a little bit. Oh, you were giving me a thumbs up. Okay, well, thank you. I like that too. Yeah, I got on Sunday, I got Tanya's notification about 7 o'clock in the evening. So it was like several hours after she had hung up. I don't know. Mine looks more like a snake. Oh, you did say ready, Linda. Sorry. Okay. Well, let's get another one. This one says use primary colors. It doesn't say you have to use all of them, but it says use primary colors. And since I've already got blue, I'm just going to use some red and some yellow. But what am I going to do with that red and yellow? I could do more sequin waste. No, probably not. Let's see. Yeah, I added all. It was very obvious. I saw it real good. I thought they were telling me they were ready. Okay, let me get some red and some yellow. And primary colors. They have to be a good red and a good yellow. Okay. I just now realized how really short I am on yellows. Wow, I think I got like 2. One of them is this Martha Stewart Crafts satin. What color is it called? Cantaloupe. So it's not even really yellow. Oh, and the other one's kind of a. No, that's not yellow either. Where did all my yellows go? That's gold. That's gold. That one's apricot. I may not even have a yellow. That's ridiculous. I should have a yellow. Somewhere. We're going to use this cantaloupe because it's the closest thing I've got to yellow. That's just, I knew I used up a couple of yellows, but I didn't know they were gone. Well, I've got this yellow ink. That's very yellow. All right, I'll use it. I'll use that. If it looks yellow, it's yellow. There you go, Susan. Yellow splats. That's exactly what I'm going to do, Sharon. Do you have something that would make a large circle? That's a good idea. Credit card lines in yellow like sun rays. That's a good idea too. I think I'm gonna do the circles idea with the red. And I'm gonna make them about this big. And then I'll probably splat the yellow because it's so thin that it really, that's what it does best. Let me get something to put this on. Boy, that's almost gone. Okay. That one's gone. Boy, Linda, you are on the ball. It keeps blocking. I think I'm going to call that enough red. And I'm going to draw this a minute, and then I'll put my splatter. Oh, Susan, you're right. You're right. Okay. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna splatter with my yellow and let it mix with that red. That's a great idea. And by the way, I'm always glad for y'all to give me ideas. Don't ever worry. Even if I don't take your idea, don't feel like you're offending me at all. I'm really not that easy to offend. But okay, let's see what we got. Oh, I gotta cover up my just a second. I didn't do that last week, and I had a hard time cleaning up my. Okay, make a splatter cage here. I'm hoping some of this yellow will mix with that red. Now that you mentioned that, it's got me all excited about it. Not sure it's going to actually happen. I'm putting a lot of splatters. I think I'm liking them too. If we can just get the red and yellow to cooperate here and mix. All right. Or not. Yeah, it was a great idea. It just didn't cooperate. You go right ahead and steal it, Linda. I don't know if I had already dried the red too much or if it just wasn't going to mix because the yellow is so thin. No, they're not packaged that way, Roy. That's just what they cut them out of, and then instead of throwing this away, they make it into ribbon and sell it. But it is where the sequins have been punched out of it. But the sequins weren't in with it. It just came like this. Yeah, a toothbrush works great at it all. You're right. I just always get it all over me even worse when I do it with a toothbrush. And this is not wanting to dry. The yellow's not wanting to dry. Oh, that's a good idea, Beth. I like that. I like green, so I'm happy with mixing them. Oh, you're welcome. You're welcome, Roy. But yeah, it makes a great stencil. But this drywall tape, that makes a good stencil. This is a Christmas ribbon. It's even glittery. And then where's the other one? The little one was a Christmas ribbon too, and it's really you can see it's really tiny. Maybe it's a glitter waste. I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna let this dry a minute. I know Linda was ready. Mary's ready. I didn't check. I'm gonna have to go back and see who else is ready. Okay, I don't see Beth and Becky saying they're ready yet. So, oh, Becky's ready. All righty. And Beth's ready. Everybody's ready. I'm the last one, and mine is still very wet. So, excuse me. Yeah, punchinella. That's the other name for it. Yeah. I bet it did. I can't imagine trying to make bows out of that. So it's working good, Linda? When you say it's not as fussy as you thought, does that mean that you like it the way it's working? You're blowing, but it's not helping. No, it's not helping me, Beth. Well, great. Well, I'm ready to play on some wallpaper. I'm going to dry just another minute. I have a lot of different kinds of wallpaper. I haven't ever tried to do something like this on them, but I'm planning to make a journal out of them. And so I definitely want to do mixed media in that journal. So I'm hoping it'll work good. Your measles-infested elephants at a children's party. Oh no, Becky, they're going to all get infected. Wow, Linda. That's great. I've got like 7, I think. 50. That's amazing. Okay, let's go on to the next stick. And it says, close eyes and draw. Oh, dear. Close your eyes and draw. Okay. If I try to do that right now, I am going to completely mess up my whatever I'm drawing with, as well as my yellow splotches. Do y'all want to do this, or do you want to or do y'all want to choose a different one? I'll do it if you want to. Do it. Okay. So what am I going to use to draw with? I could use a Posca paint pen. That would draw on here. And oh, okay, Linda. Linda and Mary say pass. Becky says pass. Who said do it? Oh, Beth. Beth, you can go ahead and do it. And I may or may not, but I'm going to pick another one for Mary and Becky and Linda. And it says use music paper. So that can be your alternate. You can either close your eyes and draw, or you can use music paper. Okay. Okay. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to draw flowers, and I'm going to draw each one with my eyes closed, but I'm going to pick up the the thing, and move to another place and draw another one. So So I'm not going to be drawing with my eyes open. I'm just going to be moving my thing to another place with my eyes open. So, okay, it's not really cheating. Oh, that one turned out bad. Okay, let's do it again. All right, don't doctor it, Lisa. I think this one's about out of ink. Let me. Okay. Well, I'm just going to let that be it. That's 5 flowers. We're going to call it good. What's a good glue to make a journal cover with sari fabric? Oh, goodness. I would probably use this just because I've had good luck with it with other fabrics and it dries clear. But you could also use something like a matte gel medium or matte medium, something that you can spread out really thin and then lay your sari fabric down. Depends on how translucent your sari fabric is. This is art glitter glue, and I buy it from Amazon, but I really like it. Yeah, Yes Paste would work. Anything that you can spread out real thin and cover would probably work. Mod Podge might even work if you've got it on there and you just put your thing on there and then craft it down. I would think that a spray would work too. I haven't tried it with a spray, and I don't know how secure it would stay with a spray. But that sounds like a good idea to me if you can be outside where you don't suffocate yourself when you're doing it. That's my only fear with those sprays. And there's a Fabri-Tac that's made specifically for fabrics. But it smells really strong. I've got some, but I don't use it because it smells so strong. And to me, it's hard to use. This doesn't smell, and it's really easy to use, a lot easier than Fabri-Tac, and I think it works just as good. Well, well, I'm glad, Bootsy, but I have real allergic asthma type reactions to fumes, so I have to be pretty careful. Okay. Ah, there's a link for the glue. Okay, is anybody ready? Let me go back and see. I can't. I haven't seen anybody say they're ready. So. Okay, Beth is ready. I don't know if you can call that drawing. It's more just like scribbles. But I'm through. You're welcome, Adidal. She's sending y'all flowers, everybody. Yeah, I can understand your desire to be careful with it. Those are such beautiful fabrics. You don't want to mess it up. Well, thanks, Susan. I'm finding myself wanting to go around and kind of, make them better. Okay. Is everybody else using music paper or Mary's ready? Well, they at least sort of resemble flowers, don't they, Susan? That's why I did flowers, because it was the only thing I could think of that I thought I might could make resemble what I was wanting it to be with my eyes closed. I'll decide while I'm waiting here, I'm going to go ahead and um, see if I can draw in her eyes. Not so sure that that's all that great. Hi, Crafty Kitty. I'm glad you're here. Well, I'll have to play with that some more later. I didn't use a very good pen. You're making a mess again. Yeah. That's why I don't clean mine. Hi, Gloria. I'm glad you're here. Okay, we're going to go on to number 5. And it says, draw flowers. Isn't that serendipitous? Because now I can go over my flowers and I can make them look better. Oh. Oh, okay. Yeah, surprise visits. Oh, I don't like those. I need one of those signs, that you put outside your door and it says, if you're here to see my house, go home and call me and make an appointment. If you're here to see me, ring the doorbell. Not over. Okay, okay. Susan's going to make me keep them. Now, where did I put those pens, markers, so I could draw some more? Where did I put them? Good grief. Oh, here they are, just right there. Okay, I'm gonna do some red ones and some yellow ones for my more. Since I can't go over these, I have to make more. Okay. That doesn't look very red, does it? Next to that other red. That's when you know whether you got a real red or not. It's when you pull out another one and yeah, we're halfway done. Hi, Kim. It's good to see you here. I don't know if you've been in my live stream before, but I'm glad you're here. We're doing a pick 10 and we're on number 5. Okay. I'm constantly putting things down and then not being able to find. Oh, there it is. Good grief. Good grief, Lisa. Okay. All right. I'm going to do these in here. Oh, this yellow is a mess. But we're going to just go with it. I'm going to stick my hand in the red. Boy, that one was really bad. Okay. All right. Well, good. I'm glad you're going to give it a try. If you can post on Instagram or anywhere at #PromptPicks, and that's where we have people who are not in my Facebook group or in Becky's or Tanya's Facebook groups. If you're not in any of those Facebook groups, you can post #PromptPicks and people can look at your pictures. I have to admit, I very rarely go and do that because I just don't have time to do everything. But it's a cool way to show off your stuff if you're not in one of the Facebook groups. But I'm glad you decided to jump into the chat today, Kim. That makes me happy. I'm going to dry this for a second. Oh, great, Kim! I can't wait to see it. Be sure to post in Tanya's group. Okay. I'm not sure if anybody else has said they're ready. Oh, cool. How fun to go wedding dress shopping and then find a thrift store. Even better. Sequin waist. It's also called punchinella. This is sequin waist. And you could also use a ribbon that's got some that you can punch through and make texture. This is a drywall tape, but it's shaped kind of like sequin waist. This is a very, very tiny one. It was a Christmas ribbon. And this looks like, to me, this is probably more like glitter waist, I guess. But any of those will work. Or if you don't have that, just use whatever you can. But this is sequin waist right here. Okay, Becky and Mary and Beth are all ready. Let me go back and see if I missed Linda again, because last time I thought she wasn't ready and she was the first one to say she was ready and I just missed it. Okay. Ah, there she is. All righty. We're going to move to the next bucket. This one says draw stars. Yes, drawable tape will work perfect, Kim. Draw stars. I really don't want to draw stars. So I'm going to pick another one, and you get two kinds of choices. You can draw stars or you can do the next one. Yeah, it's a kind of ribbon, and they a lot of times they sell it on a bolt and call it punchinella. During the holidays you'll see more of it. I bought this actually off of eBay because I couldn't find it anywhere, and they sent me like a yard of it, and that was like 2015, and it's still going. Oh, hi, Purple Heart. I didn't realize you were in here, but I'm so glad you let us know you were here. And have a great evening, and God bless you too. Oh, that was weird. Where did the Purple Heart thing? What is that? Okay, Sharon. I'm glad I did know you were here. Something really weird came up over your name, and it said something Purple Heart. That's just really strange. But anyway, I'm glad you were here. I bet I sounded like I was crazy. I promise you it said that. Oh, cool. Yeah, it'll last forever. Um, if you got a bunch of strips, you're going to be good. You were looking for purple hearts. That's really weird, Susan. That I don't know. That's strange. Okay, let me draw another one for those of us who don't want to do stars. And it says use a baby wipe. And you can do anything you want to with this baby wipe. You can paint and then wipe off. You can find some that's pretty and glue it down. You could cut flowers out of it and glue it down. I don't really like that any better than draw stars, to be honest. Oh, I'm not happy with either one of those. You're going to paint your flowers. Okay, let's just call this one a wild card. Got that, Janet? Prompt number 6 is a wild card. And I'm going to just turn that over and write wild card on the back so I'll remember that. Okay. And I just got this all over me. Oh, I need a baby wipe now. Look at that. Look like I've been eating hot dogs or something. Okay. Wild card. We can do whatever we want. Ooh. So now tell me what y'all decided to do. Becky's going to paint her flowers. That's what she's going to do with her wild card. And I think I'm going to put some punch out butterflies on with my wild card. So now I just got to find where they are. Oh, it's my lucky day. They're just right down here. Let's just get away. All right, let's see what we've got. We want some that'll be easy to see. That one looks good. I don't want them to all be the same. I just go through magazines and punch out butterflies out of some of these were out of a quilting magazine. I don't think I like the pink with all those other ones. I also punched a bunch of these flowers. I could use some of those too. But I think I'm going to just stick with the butterflies. Let's see. Ooh, that's pretty. That one doesn't really go with the other ones either. I said I was going to use all different ones, and then here I'm trying to find things that go together. Yep. The neat thing about doing it from magazines is that you've got this butterfly or this butterfly. You can use either one. Ooh, I like that black one. Let's see if I got any more black ones. Maybe I need to get my punch out and just make some more that are black. Here's some with black in them. Okay. Oh, I don't know. Ooh, there's one with some black in it. There's one. I'm just going to get out a bunch of them, and then I'll decide which ones I want to use after I see them all sitting out there. Okay. Let's see. I do think I like the ones with black, so I'm going to pick these up, and I don't think that one really goes as good. Oh, that one just buried itself. I didn't even see it anymore. I like to try to make them all go in different directions. Okay, that's what I'm going to do. With my that's right. They go with my no-look flowers. Okay, Kim, we'll be here. Used a dried up baby wipe to pounce green on my page. That's a good idea, Linda. That's a good idea. I'm going to end up using a baby wipe too, but it's not going to, all it's going to be for is to push down my butterflies. Because when I put them on with the glue, it's hard to push them down without your fingers getting all over the place. So I always push them down with a damp baby wipe, and then they do pretty good. I don't have to worry that way about where I put the glue. Becky's fast. She's already ready. I'm sorry. Linda's going to use an egg. Oh, cool. I hope it'll I hope it'll stay on there good. I want to see that. Oh, I really like the back side of this one too. That's the bad part about doing this, is that then you have to sacrifice one of your butterflies. Yes, art glitter glue. It is art glitter glue is my favorite wet glue, and then Elmer's Extreme glue sticks are my favorite. My favorite dry glue. I got so fed up not being able to find the extreme glue sticks and trying a whole bunch of other things that I didn't like nearly as good, that I finally went to Amazon and bought several packages. So there is no glitter in it. It's just, I don't know why art glitter's the brand, but it's just a white glue, but it's got this great little tip you can buy. So it just, and it holds anything. Um, I've put fabric, I've put all kinds of things. Oh, well, tell us how those Gorilla Glue sticks go, because I haven't tried those. So I've tried a bunch of other things that I didn't like. Okay, Linda and Becky are both ready. Mary's ready. Beth's ready. I was the last one. Sorry, gang. Okay. Use Sharpies. It doesn't have to be Sharpies. If you don't have Sharpies, just use any kind of marker you've got. Any kind of marker you've got. And I'm going to use my favorite Sharpie. See if I have one. In fact, I like them so much I bought them in a pack, because you can't buy, I had to buy them off of Amazon that way. And they're called bronze metallic, but that's copper to me. But at the store, you can't buy them unless you buy a gold one and a silver one with it. And I don't like the gold and silver as much. So I bought them off of Amazon so I could just get copper. No, I agree, Susan. That's what I thought when I first heard people talking about it too, was that it had glitter in it. And then when I heard people talking about it and realized that I had been wrong about that. But I watched, people glue down fabric and cardboard and all kinds of stuff. And so I decided to buy me some, and I have been very, very happy with it. And I'm just going to draw like little shadows around my butterflies. Maybe it'll help them stand out better. But I love these bronze Sharpies. They don't say they're a paint pen, but they really are. They'll paint over stuff that other Sharpies won't. So because of these particular bronze or copper Sharpies, I'm always happy when it says use Sharpies. I didn't used to be. I was never very happy to have to use Sharpies, but now I am, because I love copper. I'm having a hard time even seeing where it is to go around it, because there's so much color on the page. Okay. All righty. That helps a little bit, doesn't it? Where'd I put my lid? Oh, there it is. I saw somebody using one of those, Janet, and I haven't seen them either, but I did see somebody on YouTube using an Eileen's glue stick. Yeah, Gorilla Glue is a very good glue too. I haven't ever used it for crafty things like this, paper stuff, but I've used it for a lot of other things. Oh, well, good for you, Kim. You're going to be all ready. We're glad you're back. Yeah, and this the best for your money, the refill, the big 8-ounce refill is the best to get, but it's not easy to use in your hand. Let me find in the you can buy a tip for it too if you want to, but it's really big. But I bought one of these, and then I bought one of these to refill it, so that that's why this one looks so bad, because I've already refilled it till this is almost gone. This one is a 4-ounce. The refill is an 8-ounce. They also make them in a 2-ounce, and I think they make them even bigger than 8-ounce, but that's what I've been getting. So, okay, Mary's ready. Did I miss anybody else saying they're ready? Let me go back and look and see. Nope. Okay, good. Beth's ready. That's really annoying. Y'all been having to look at that. That's better. Sorry about that. Just use that to hold it down. Okay, Linda's ready. Oh, Susan. Oh, goodness. That's the kind of mistake you only make once, isn't it? Well, I paid $15, I think, for that 8-ounce one too. They charge more when it comes with the tip. So I bought this one and the tip separately. A 4-ounce one and the tip, and I think I paid 12 something for it. So keep looking, because different sellers sell it for different amounts. But I just ordered the 8-ounce refill for 14 something. So keep looking. Yeah, but I got oh goodness, Kim, I got the 8-ounce for $14.95 or something like that. But be sure to buy the tip, because that makes it just so versatile. You can use it for anything. Okay, let's go on to the next one. It says use copper. And I'm not going to complain about that. I'm just going to add copper border to my page. Okay, what kind of copper am I going to use for that though? Oh, that's just not fair, Kim, that it costs you so much more. That is not fair. Not fair. But yeah, the tip's really important. And the some of them come with this tip here, but then the little metal tip you put on top of it. The 8-ounce one, let me find it and show you. The 8-ounce one comes with this kind of lid. So you need one of these lids and the tip, which is why I bought the smaller bottle first. Well, I just ordered the 8-ounce bottle for $14.99 or something, $14.99, $14.95, something like that, Susan. And this one, I bought this one and the tip for about the same amount when I bought it a long time ago. Okay, copper. I got to do some copper. Okay. I have a copper ink pad. So that's what I'm going to use to go around my edges. It doesn't seem to be wanting to work though. Maybe it is. It's just not very obvious. This is not a great, it's color box pigment ink. And I don't really like their ink pads. The only reason I'm still using it is because it's copper. Yeah, I don't know, Susan. I haven't seen it in any of the stores. It doesn't mean it's not there, but I haven't seen it. That's why I got it on Amazon, because it was the only place I could find it. Okay. I'm going to dry this a little bit because it doesn't dry as easily as the archival ink. Yeah, that's a great deal, Janet. The 8-ounce, the 2-ounce, and the metal tip. And that that little 2-ounce bottle is tall like this, but skinnier, and it's easy to squeeze. I would definitely either buy the 4-ounce or the 2-ounce bottle to try to squeeze out of because they fit so nicely in your hand. But oh, Holly, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can real quick give you the prompts that we've done so far so you can write them down if you want to. Well, I just bought it off of Amazon, art glitter glue, and it just came to me today because I was getting low, and so I wanted to have some. I was buying some those glue sticks, and I thought to just order it at the same time, and then I won't have to worry about it. But so Amazon will ship it. Okay, Holly, number 1 was use gray. Use gray. Number 2 was use sequin waste as a stencil. And I told them, like I'm going to tell you, you could use drywall tape or a ribbon that has holes in it. And I also had this ribbon with tiny little holes in it. Any of those would work. And if you don't have any of those, just use something with holes in it. Number 3 was use primary colors. Use primary colors. Number 4 was close your eyes and draw, or use music paper. We picked an alternate for that one in case somebody didn't want to close their eyes and draw. Close your eyes and draw, or use music paper. Number 5 was draw flowers. Draw flowers. Number 6 was a wild card. Number 6 was a wild card. Number 7 said use Sharpies. Use Sharpies. And number 8 was use copper. Use copper. And that's where we're at right now. And Susan, you know, I did remember somebody saying that they wouldn't ship the glue. But I think that was somebody that was selling it in an Etsy store, or it may have been Dick Blick or Jerry's Artorama. I may be wrong, but when I bought this, you know, it was really cold, and they still sent it to me. So, okay, Holly's ready. Becky's ready. Mary's ready. Beth is ready. I know that wasn't in the prompts for me to doodle, and I may have ruined my pen doing that. But I just wanted my flowers to have real centers. Oh, Linda's ready. I missed it, Linda. Sorry. Okay. Number 9 says fussy cut an image. Fussy cut an image. Well, this is the time when you want to put an image on there. That sounds like a good idea, Susan. Okay, Linda, do you want me to give you another one, or do you want to do it for number 10? I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and pick number 10 since this is 9, and then you can do them in whichever order you want to. Number 10 says outline something. So I'm going to fussy cut an image, and then I'm going to outline it. And I'm going to do something big because if this is just the background, I want it to show up. So let me see. I just happen to have some fussy cutted things in here. Let's see what I can find that I want to use. bound to be something in here that's already fussy cut because I'm feeling pretty lazy tonight. Okay, let me move these over and we're going to audition them here. We cheat. We're not cheating. I get to make the rules. If my rule says you can do it, it's not cheating anymore. Okay, we could do that. We could do that. That just looks silly, so we won't do that. That one is a possibility. I don't really like it, but it's a possibility. Ooh, look at that. I wish the colors went better. Well, actually, on the video, the colors look good. Okay, I'll hold on to that one. That one might have a chance. That one's too big. We could put her on here. And I'm not really feeling that one either. No. 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 She's possible. Then we've got this statue guy. He's a possibility. And this, that's a huge flower, but we could put it on there and cut off the extras. Ooh, I really like that one. This one, Janet? Is that the yes, yes, yes? Or the statue? I'm not sure which one you're saying yes to. Tell me which one makes you that happy, Janet. Okay, stop saying yes and say flower or statue or girl in the dress or something like that. That helps me out. Cool flower, the flower. Okay. Well, let me look. Oh no, that one doesn't have a head right now. So no, that looks creepy. Okay, let me see if there's anything else I think might go. We could put him on there. He might be fun. Then we've got this lady. She actually fits better than the other lady. Or we've got this one, but you can't see all of it. And I think I'll save that for a page where you can see it all. Okay. This is not a cow. It's a big dog. The pity puppy. It's a pit puppy. Yeah. Oh, I don't think it's a puppy. He looks kind of mature. Okay. So we had some votes for the flower. The puppy. Oh, it was a Dalmatian. Yeah. But I don't want to cut the Dalmatian up. We've got this lady. And we've got this lady. Okay, we got a bunch of people saying the dog. Now Holly's changed her mind. And oh, the girl. Okay. Okay. Let's choose. We're gonna vote. The flower behind the dog. Is that what you're saying? Well, that would be odd. Okay. The girl and the dog. Yeah, I think I like the girl too. She just belongs there. I like the dog. I like the girl. I don't want them. Well, that doesn't look too bad having her in front of him. He's grumpy and she's happy. Alter egos. Oh, come back here. All my fussy cut's trying to fall on the floor. Oh. Yeah, I think I like her too. That's what we're going to do. We're just going to put her on there. No. I guess I better glue her down and then I will and I didn't bring I got my Elmer's extreme glue sticks today. I was so excited, but I didn't bring them out here. So we're going to go ahead and use this one that I don't like. Because I'm not in the mood to go in the house and get it. Oh, I didn't even need to do that bottom part because she goes off the page. Yeah, we'll send her to the surgeon. That's true. We have to do that because I think I'm almost to the end. No, I got way too much more of that left. Just gonna have to use it because I'm not gonna waste it, but I don't like it. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that outcome. Except now I've got a sticky girl sticking to my. Okay, let's go ahead and cut her off there so we can get that out of the way. There we go. Well, I didn't cut very good right there. Sometimes being left-handed is really inconvenient. Okay. Yes, the background's happy and so is she. I agree. He looked more like he was being put upon to have to be in that background. It's like, oh dear, these people. I'm sure dogs feel that way quite often. Okay, I'm trying to get these put back up. These are some things I cut out to go in my abandoned places book. I can't wait to use that one in there because I think it'll be fun. I think they will be fun in there too if I can find a page big enough. I may have to put that in my Great Big Book of Awesome, do a collage with it in there. I've also got, you can cut things like that and add them in, um, you know, put things behind them that's a lot of fun. So when you're looking through your magazines, um, don't discount something like that because it might be fun. There's another one that you could put somewhere. Oh, and I love this one. I haven't put it anywhere yet either, but isn't that a cool image? Okay. That flower. Should have kept it out until I got everything else in there. But there we go. Okay. Yes, architecture when it was pretty. I agree. All right. Oh, outline. I forgot. You're supposed to outline something. Need to keep these where they belong so I can remember to put them on the thing when we quit. Okay, outline. I think I'm just going to go ahead and use my Stabilo for that. Yeah, well, go ahead and do that, Becky. Now that we're at prompt 10, you can do anything you want. Or you can knock it back and then do the last couple of prompts. I think my personal opinion about the prompts thing is that they're there to be helpful and not to be what's the word I'm trying to think? I don't think they should be, followed even if they're horrible. I do sometimes do that, but I think it's okay to adapt because the point is for them to make you think of something. And if that prompt makes you think of something, um, even if you don't use it, it's kind of done its job as far as I'm concerned. I do follow them as much as I can, but I'm not opposed to switching out order or something um, when it needs to be done. Oh, didn't want to. I gave her some more shading. Let me try to get some of that off. Once it dries, it stays put. Okay. Well, I took off some of her skin too. Oh well. She's still happy. That's fine, Susan. That's fine. We each have our own way of doing things, and that's just fine. Okay. Well, that was fun. And it's before 10 o'clock. Can you believe that? It's before 10 o'clock. And we've finished our pick 10. That's almost amazing. The children can't be saved if I can't follow instructions. Okay. I'm not sure exactly what you mean by that, Susan, but we want the children to be saved, so do what you have to do to save them. Okay. I think, oh, I'm going to take a minute here. See if I can save her. Not sure I can. I used a pen that wasn't such a great pen on her eyes. I'm hoping if I put something on her lips that maybe it'll even it out and it won't look so bad. So let's see if I can do a little something on her lips. Oh, thank you, Janet. Oh, well, you know, Susan, I believe you. And Wonder Woman's important. So you do what you need to do. Okay, the problem I have with my plan is that, let me find my fussy cut scissors. There they are. Is that I'm not sure how it's going to look, but we're going to go ahead. I'm kind of, I think I'm going to do something with the flower, this flower, so it'll show up in her hair. Laurie sent me stuff that she had gathered, she gathered all this stuff with the intention of making a mermaid journal, but she had never done it. So she sent me stuff, and I sent her stuff, but she's adding stuff to what, she's adding stuff that she gets, however she gets it, to my journal, and I'm adding stuff that I get to hers. So if people want to send me stuff to put in her journal, that would be great. I'm sure she would think that was really cool. But it's just, you know, it's one of those things that's kind of morphed. When she first thought of it, she wasn't even thinking about, you know, somebody doing it who was going to do videos and everybody seeing it or anything. She just thought it would be fun to have a oh, I missed a piece, to have a mermaid journal. So so if you have something you want me to put in there for her, I think it would be cool to add it in. Trying to see where. Okay. I think she would think that was sweet of you. Okay, I'm gonna glue these little pieces real quick because I don't think I can do the bigger pieces of hair until I get the littler ones done. Thank you, Holly. Oh, I have to go see, Beth. When I get off of here, I'll go look. Okay. That looks really pretty, but I still think I want to cut out the flower and paint it. If I can do it without messing this up. That's what always scares me is, am I going to mess it up by trying to do something else? Okay, we take out the flower now and put this down, and then I'll paint the flower. I think that'll be pretty. Oh, thank you so much, Susan. That's very sweet of you. That'll be fun to work with. I appreciate it. I'm sure Laurie will too. Okay, I can tell that there's a place right there that I should have cut out, and I didn't. So I'm going to have to use a marker or something in there. I'm going to think about this flower because I'm not certain how I feel about that. Have any of you tried to do this with a die? Just cut it up and now let's get this little spot here. Hopefully this is going to look good. The one in her hand could be a starfish. It could be if it didn't have this, I guess. Okay, we're getting there. I'm getting less nervous now. Okay. Trying to get it exactly perfect is okay. Oh. I'll probably ink around the edges because it kind of shows a little bit underneath, but I think she's looking pretty cute now, isn't she? Good night, Mary. Thanks for coming. Are you saying cut this? Cut that? I'm not sure. No, the next one up. This one? This one. Is this what you want me to cut off right here? Well, west for me is this one. Yes, at it all. I'm making a mermaid journal for Laurie Richard. She sent me a bunch of stuff to make a mermaid journal, and so I'm making it, and then I'm going to send it back to her. So this is going to go in that journal. I didn't do a great job with her eyes. I need a little blue something to go in them. Let's use this here. Her eyes still look kind of freaky to me. From a distance, she looks a lot better. Gloria, in the when I was making the cover, I've got a video when I made the cover, and I used Tyvek. Let me get the cover and show you. Oh. This is the cover for the journal. Right here, I always get messed up. This is the front, and this is the back, and this is the spine. And in here, I cut a piece of Tyvek and glued it down here to make the spine stronger, and then I glued paper in on it. But this is the journal cover. The light always makes it glare. So I think it turned out really nice. I'm excited. Now I hope I can do the inside as good. Oh, love you too, Beth. Good night. So that's where I am on this. I've got some signatures ready to put together, and I've made put coffee dyed paper on the backs of some things to glue into it. And so I'm ready to work. Well, I get it 2 places. I have bought some Tyvek envelopes, and I think I got them at Walmart. And I bought them to send out Happy Mail because I knew they would not get messed up. But the Tyvek that I actually used for the journal was some that somebody had sent me Happy Mail in from the post office, you know, one of those from the post office. And when I took the Happy Mail out of it, I just saved it. And so that's what I used. But I have bought, let me show you the ones I bought. Oops. I bought some like this, and I think I got them at Walmart. They're I think they're 9 by 12, and this would work just great. But since this is one I can actually mail stuff in, I didn't tear it up and use it, but I have. So that would work just as well as the ones from the post office. I just had one that somebody sent me Happy Mail in, and I thought, you know, I'm going to use it. So, well, that is such a hugely long video, Janet, but I'm not good at doing the, you know, speed up and voiceover thing. And I probably ought to learn how to do that, but I haven't learned how to do it yet. So, oh, that's a cool tip at it all. That's funny because my post office has them. They're, I mean, I saw them not too long ago at my post office. I just felt guilty taking them if I was just to use like this, but if I wasn't going to mail them to anybody, and they cost more to send because they're priority, but they're by weight and not by they're not flat rate. And so I think I'm just going to go ahead and make this one a flower too, because I couldn't figure out, I'm sorry, my brain was not figuring out what part I was supposed to cut off, and I want to get it done. So I'm just going to let it be a flower. That is a great idea, Janet. Put that link in. I may want to do that. I didn't know about that. Very cool. Oh, well, I'm glad I can still get them in advance, because I don't like having to take my stuff up there and put it in, you know, at the thing. I like to have them here so I can decorate them and get them ready to take. Okay, I think I like her. Oh, but right there, I got to do something. There, that helps out. I think she turned out really cute. So I'll be putting her on a page. Where's the other one? I'm really tempted to go ahead and do this one the same way, even though my daughter thought I should just paint her. Ah, Becky, that's a good idea. Okay. I think maybe I'm gonna color her with markers. Let's see. Okay. I've got these markers that I rarely ever think to use. Let me put this up. Any of you who are buying this art glitter glue, hold on to that pen because it won't rust, and the ones you buy to sew with will. Trust me, I've had to use one when that one messed up. So I think I'm going to make her purple. Size extra 4XL for $8.50. That is amazing. That is amazing, Janet. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Becky. You girls are the best. Okay, and this here, she's holding a flower. So I'm gonna color this flower. Otherwise, I'll end up coloring it just like her outfit, and that would not look good. It would look weird. And I'm going to do this flower up here the same way. Okay, that looks good. I'm not sure what color I'm going to do her hair. I'm going to do it something different. This one, her hair matches everything else just because I thought it was pretty that way, but I'm not going to do this one that way. Well, good. You're welcome, Linda, and I'm glad you learned some things that will help you in the future. So, what did work and what didn't work? Now that you've got wisdom, share it with us. Unless you need to go. I can understand if you need to go. You don't have time to stay and tell us, but we'd like to know what will and won't work on wallpaper if you don't mind sharing. Are y'all getting bored with watching me color a mermaid? Because I can quit and go in the house and we can turn this thing off if you want to. Some of you, I'm afraid, might just be here because you feel kind of obligated to stick around. I don't want you to feel that way. Sharpies and stamping, not so much. Okay, but you can use paint on your stamps. That's a good idea. So once you've painted on them, will the Sharpies work? Well, Sharpies don't generally work very good on paint anyway. So that copper one does, or bronze, as they call it. All right. Did you completely cover it up, or did you leave part of it as part of the background, the wallpaper? I'm only wondering because you said you sanded it, and I didn't know how if that would mess up the if it still looked good once it was sanded, if you had parts of it showing. Okay. Yeah, I would like to see it. And then I'd like to see your tags too. I'm getting greedy, aren't I, Linda? Post this, post that, show me this. But I'd love to see what y'all do. Okay. Cool. Well, I can't wait to see it. I thought it would be fun to have some showing. I think I'm going to use this crimson, it says. We'll see how it looks on her hair. It may look awful. Oh, it's a little scary. Let's let me find another piece of watercolor paper to play on here a second, so I know what color this is. Here's where I cut those out. I don't know what I'm going to use them for, but I'm not sure if I like that. Let's try this one. Okay, we've got red or orange or blue. Trying to decide on a hair color. Or green. So what do y'all think for a hair color? Red, orange, blue, or green for her hair? Turquoise. I don't have a turquoise. I don't have a turquoise. I wonder if I put this over the top of that green, will it make it turquoise? No, it does not. I also have a brown. Ooh, different marker. I also have a brown. No, very boring. We don't want a boring mermaid. Red, red, blue, or red? Ariel had red hair. Yes, she did. But hers was more like this color than that color. I kind of like the turquoise idea too. I'm trying to think if I have turquoise and something else we could use. Oh, I could cut this hair off and glue it on. That's turquoise hair, but that'd be a lot of work. I think, let me see. I've got some watercolor brushes, markers. Let me get those. Oh, I bet there's a turquoise in here. Rainbow hair. Ah. Okay. Here's one that's turquoise. Let's try that. Let's see how it's going to look on here. Oh, I like that. I think that'll be pretty. Everybody's doing it, Mom. Yeah. Oh, I like the turquoise idea, so that's what we're going to do. I got permission. It doesn't matter what anybody else wants. It only matters what I want. I was just told that, so. So I'm going to go with the turquoise. Getting right close to her face is a little scary. Oh, well, that really helps if you put it down here where y'all can't even see. Uh-oh. I'm going to make that dark enough that it'll look like it was on purpose, hopefully. That was probably her shoulder right there, but it is now hair. It's just covering up her shoulder. I just realized that after I colored it all in. Okay. Now I have to let's see. Let's go ahead and put these on top here. This is not the easiest thing to use, but I made it. Okay. Now then, I need to do her eyes, and she just has like that. And let's see, we have yeah, this will work. A little bitty coral one for her mouth. Okay. it bled. Goodness, gave her puffy lips. Well, she's stuck with puffy lips. I guess she had Botox. Okay, so here are my two mermaid ladies. Big sister and little sister. That's good. I'm glad to have those done. Now then, I've got I've got an idea for what I'm going to do with the other ones, because I cut out. Oh goodness, I cut out 2 of these, and I was thinking that I might glue crushed eggshell onto here to make her and right here. So we'll have to see what we think about that. Thank you, Susan. Botox from a blowfish. Oh goodness, yeah. Uh, you gotta kiss a lot of fish before you find your handsome prince. Anyway, I'm thinking about doing a eggshell on this. So we'll see. Use the punch outs as stencils. I'm thinking about that. I haven't decided how I'm going to use them as stencils, but I like the fact that if that one doesn't break off, then I can have her go in either direction. So I definitely want to use them as stencils. I'm just not sure exactly how I'm going to do that yet. If you got good ideas, I'd be happy to hear. I'd be happy to hear them. Anyway, I've got these two girls left to do, but I thought it'd be fun to try that eggshell thing on her, just for interest. Use cooked eggshells or they will fall off. I have some of both saved in the same bag. That's going to be bad. I hope I'll know which one's which. Do you know why they fall off, Susan? Chalk pastels with water and sponge it on through the stencil. That's a good idea. Okay, I'm going to put my ladies up for now. Oh. Bake them for a little bit. That's a good idea, Holly. I washed them out really good, but I didn't think about the fact that they weren't cooked making a difference. I'm glad somebody gave me advice because I would have used them interchangeably. Boil some water and put them in for a minute or 2. Okay, Linda. I'll just put them all in there. Well, I know the boiled ones, when, I always beat mine with a spoon when I boil an egg and then peel it off, and they kind of stayed in a sheet. But when I broke up the little ones, the ones that were, just washed out and not cooked, they broke into small pieces. So that does make sense. The membrane stays on when it's cooked, and when it's not, it doesn't, evidently. Interesting. Okay. Well, it's been fun, but I think I need to go to bed, and so do you, so we don't turn into pumpkins. Oh, I bet you were, Susan. That would pique me too. God bless you all. And thank you for telling me that. That's true. Texture paste would hold on to them. That's a good thought, Janet. Thank you all. Good night, Sharon. Good night, everybody. God bless you.